Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to the 2019 World Indoor Lacrosse Championship. I am Steven Stamp, pleased to be bringing you this matchup from the green group between the Czech Republic, the number 7 seed, and Scotland, the number 16 seed. The Czechs have already clinched the group with a 3-0 record. Scotland sitting at 1-2, hoping to get back to even. Scotland, a new lacrosse nation and box lacrosse in many ways. They have been to previous world championships, but not for the last couple. And a lot of their players are making the move over from field lacrosse. So they do not have a ton of experience. Some of the guys do. They have a few Canadian guys helping out, but largely a native group. And Scotland will come away with the first possession. It's going to be Michael Barkley, wearing number 17. You might notice the 2s and the 7s a little similar. A little bit tricky to tell apart, but 17 is Barkley, 12 will be Tom Beck. Both a couple of lefty forwards, and that's a shot from one of the righties. That was Matt Hill. Played at the World Championships last year in Israel, the field championships. The save by Jakub Marish, the starting goaltender for the Czechs. At the other end, Craig McFeeters between the pipes for Scotland. Pavel Srch hands it off. That was a shot from Yuri Lushkot, and Lushkot's going to track down that loose ball. It was touched by a Scot, so it is not over and back, and there is the fresh 30 as went off from McFeeters. So Lushkot will slow things down, toss it back up ahead to Jakub Lukáš. Lushkot finds Pavel Srch. Little step back from Lukáš. Srch with the shot, that goes wide, and it's going to bounce back. Will it go over? It's going to not be an over and back, but they're down to 6 seconds, and most of the offense has changed. So Lukáš will just toss it into the corner and get the defense out. You can follow along all the stats, all the standings, all the information at WILC2019.ca or go to WILC.lacrosseshift.com. That's where you find all the stats. You can follow along, see the scoring, live scoring is up. And thank you so much, lacrosse friends, for being with us around the world. Jakub Vimala comes up with that ball. Good job on the loose ball. Not so sharp on the pass to Antonin Gottwald, but he was able to control it and gets it ahead to Pavel Doshly. Thomas Prohaska. Oh, sorry, that's Petr Popia getting that shot. Oh, the ball just takes a bit of a funny bounce on John King. He's going to have a little trouble corralling it. Martin Schruta all over him, and it's Hodania that comes away with the ball. Gets it ahead to Schruta, just across center. Bit of a dangerous spot, but nobody around, so not really much in the way of peril. There's Prohaska, hands it off to Popia. Srch to check Konechny. Konechny's going to play some shifts at forward with Jiří Kostal, the big lefty, out of the lineup. Kostal leading the Czechs pretty substantially. He's got 12 goals. Nobody else on the team has more than 7. Wojtek Olela is next with 7. That ball pops loose. Around the world attempt. Nice try by Barkley. Mucked along the boards, and Vimala eventually comes up with it, gets it to Lukáš. Slips through the double team and then falls to the turf, pops right back up. Goes to the net, shoots, save, McFeeters, and is picked up by his defender. Scotland off to a sharp start. Trail check by Lukáš, and that's going to knock it loose. Hodania gets through traffic, loses the ball, but gets it right back. It's a 2-on-1. He'll pass, he's going to take the shot. Thomas Knotek gets the shot. Son of assistant coach Miloslav Knotek. Very talented young player. from the Wolves club. The Wolves is the sort of the second team, and he has been moving up to the LC Custodes in Radotin, the premier club in Radotin. There are a few around the Prague area, including Yuzhny Mesto, TJ Melzisice. McFeeters grabs that ball after it bounced off the wall just behind the boards here. There's only a couple of feet between the glass and the wall, so ball's too dead to bounce up and bounce back in. Spinning attempt. Cole Paczewski, the leading scorer for Scotland, with 26 points, leads them with 16 goals, has added 10 assists, 8.7 points per game. He is ripping it up. Paczewski from way downtown. He was part of that Scottish club at the Worlds last year. That pass to Jan Skokan, a little bit far. He can't quite reach it in the crease. And McFeeters very casually picks it up and lobs it out. It's picked up there by Nye Gordon. Gordon, the captain, will turn, hand it off to Tom Beck. Scotland moving it quickly. Get a shot off before everyone was even on the floor. That one got up and got right over the boards. Went right up into the rafters and landed out among the crowd. Let's see who got it. Oh, there we go. Young gentleman was saying he was having a drink and had to stop and grab the ball. That rip was blocked. Goes off the stick of Yuji Minarik. Johnny Shaw will start with it along the boards. Beck gives it to Barkley. That's Matt Hill on the far side. Ball gets away, but it winds up. The second, that was Ian Vickers, and there's a chance, and Scotland is on the board first. Jumping out to a lead. Just about 6 minutes in, and there is the Scottish flag. They're going to turn that one so it's visible to the camera. Here we go. Barkley across, and Vickers was bang, a bouncer home. Ian Vickers had 12 goals coming into this game. Lucky number 13 there. And Gottwald will hand it off to the offense. Thomas Prohaska. That was Lukasz giving it away. Now they go over to Loshkot. Oh yeah, that is Doshli with the ball. Prohaska gets a pick. Bouncer, Lukasz goes for the far skipper, the long-range skipper. It gets up over, off of McFeeters and up out of play. So it'll be a reset for the Czechs. Czech with the shot. That didn't get through. Scooped up by the Scots. They're on the run. Hey, Brian Whitmer and Navi Mahal doing some work with this Scottish club, really developing the program. They are the co-coaches. And they're stoked about where this is going. But like with any club that's converting guys from field and developing a lot of new players, where they are can be a little bit up and down. Paczewski's shot, he's not up and down. He can play the game, but Skokan takes that long rebound and bounces one 5-hole to tie things up. Nice finish by Skokan, who's been just running the floor with aplomb here in Langley. 3 goals and 2 assists coming into the game, and most of them come on plays very similar to this, where he just gets rumbling, gets ahead of somebody, and nice move, hard high fake, and then finds that 5-hole. Czechs get the ball again. Loshkot got a shot, stopped by McFeeters. Here come the Scots. Both clubs trying to push the pace, get up into offensive sets. That's picked off by Lukasz. Bit of a wild pass by Colin Weir. Lukasz. Kanotek. That pass can't connect. Lukasz will get there. as they both went after it. Give and go, wide open chance. Wojtek Olela. I've been working on that one. There's an H in the middle that is very difficult for we North Americans to slip in, but I'm going to get it. Doschli. Lukasz will track down that ball that missed the net on the shot. Knotek wants it, gets it, steps to the middle. Pass down low, cross crease. Nice save, McFeeters. Turning aside the Olela shot. Pressure from Hundanya. Nice safe pass there by Sam Vickers. That ball gets away, but it's tracked down by Barkley, and he runs into Gottwald. Big collision. Gottwald gives him a last little slap as he heads off. Hundanya gets it ahead to Miloslav Polak. Prohaska on his offside will just lob it back up and then cuts through there. Suk cutting through the middle. Pass it behind the net to Prohaska. It's been an odd choice. And at least for a breakaway. Scotland, little high. That was Ian Murray on the run. And the follow-up shot by Pachuski. That one stopped as well. Here come the Czechs. Chet Konechny. Czech Konechny, one of the few Canadians on the club. Peter Dubenski, the goalie, is with the team. Has played a bit, but he's not in tonight. Got Jonathan Monk also out. He's a Hood River, Oregon native. But then Konechny is from Malagash, Nova Scotia, and has done a ton to grow the game in Nova Scotia, and has also played a pretty big role for Czech Republic. Played for the team in 2015 at the Worlds. Scotland in the offensive zone. Thomas Moffat just bounce one far side. Moffat, a transition player, will stay up for some offensive shifts. Jackson, near side. Lobs that one up to the top. Underhand rip. Vimala comes up with it. Pressure from Ian Vickers, but Vimala runs through it as he is prone to do. Big, strong transition player. Lushcott directing traffic. He just wants to get the rest of the offense out there. Little hidden ball trick. Tried to pass it through. Nobody was really ready. The Scots are swarming all over it. Nice job by Sirk, the 16-year-old, to get back in transition defense to cover Ian Murray on the break. Colin Gill will give it up in the offense setting for Scotland. Barkley. Matt Hill toss one across. Barkley can't quite get it. Here comes Skokan. He scored the goal earlier. He's got Lavallee with him, and he just kind of puts his hands up and says, there's nothing there. Now Konechny is running through. Or sorry, Lukasz. He actually may have been open for a shot down the middle, but then Skokan was kind of committed to hanging on for a bit. Here's Lushcott. Everything opens up. He gets a shot off the foot of McFeeters. He's going to track down his own rebound, goes up to Prohaska. Doschli. Prohaska rings one off the post, straight out to Lukasz. There's a save. And McFeeters will look up the floor. Fascinating watching the Czechs play offense. They're such a box-first country, for one thing. The only country other than Canada, really, where box is the primary form of the game. And field is an afterthought, as opposed to the way it's the other way around in so many places. They're going for the hidden ball trick. I feel like they give it away when one guy is cradling madly, and the other guy's just standing there with his stick dead still. You always know it's the guy with the dead stick. Hard bouncer, straight over the top from Lushcott, but it's off in the corner after the save by McFeeters. But without Dominic Peshek here for the Czechs, who has been their ace scorer, the big righty, very talented, not able to be here at this tournament for a variety of reasons, some lingering injuries and things. Prohashka steps around, gives it to Olela. That's shot by Cirque. Cirque is one of the reasons this team has still been able to produce. But he's only got a goal and assist, only a second game for the youngster. But they've really spread the scoring around. 6 players with 10 or more points, but only one as high as 17. That's Pavel Doshli, 6 goals, 11 assists. Yuji Kostel with 12 goals leading the team, but 15 points, which is 3 assists. That shot comes back out. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Lukasz was running towards the boards, just kind of protecting the ball, and he's rammed in. That'll be they're going to call a check from behind. Could have been boarding. Either way, 2 minutes or less, as we've got 1:48 to go here in the first quarter. See, that's what Sam Vickers is arguing. I believe it's Sam Vickers. Yeah. He's saying it's not a check from behind. I've got him in the shoulder, which may well be true, but it's probably boarding anyways. He was rammed with force into the boards from a dangerous spot. Yeah, Doshli with 17 points, Popia with 16, Kostal with 15, Yuji Lushkot with 13, Thomas Prohashka with 11, Wojtek Olela with 10, then Thomas Konotek with 9. So 7 guys with 9 or more points. Backdoor attempt, quick stick buried. Nice finish. Thomas Konotek sweeping that one in. Power play goal just 12 seconds into the man advantage. The Czechs have pulled ahead. Prohashka hands it off, goes and sets a pick. Then they go backdoor after Cirque had started the play. You hear the Scottish bench yelling, holding the stick. Roman Pokorny, the Czech coach, doesn't agree with it. He's not sure why that ball was given to Scotland, but they will get it. Trailing by a goal with a minute and a half to play here in the first. It's Johnny Shaw. Can't quite connect with Moffat. Low to Beck. Back up to Moffat. Vimala right out on him, then Hodania gets out. Oh, but Moffat slips past the check from Hodania. Jiha unable to get up to him. No slide help, and Moffat bounces one far side. Boy, it's the steep angled bouncer right over into the top corner past Jakob Marish. And the Scottish fans are elated. Moffat gets a little give and go. You see Vimala pushes him aside, and this is where he just, the hard fake gets Hodania biting, steps around and bounces it home. Two the score, 1:09 to play here in the first quarter. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the 2019 World Indoor Lacrosse Championship at the Langley Events Center. Thanks for being with us, lacrosse friends. Little sidearm, low sidearm shot. It's going to come back to Olela. That pass is picked off. McFeeters with the outlet. Connects and he races in. What a difference he makes. You can see the speed, but also the wisdom. Oh, nice shot by Connexney, but just a little arm save. Throwing it up there, McFeeters. Connexney played with Nova Scotia Privateers at the President's Cup Senior B Championship. There's a chance for Lukasz. McFeeters takes away the lane. Olela tries to get the shot off. It's taken away. Scotland on the run. That's too far. It's going to go to Marish. Marish, the youngster, he's about 22, 23. He's heading to the bench. 8 seconds. They're going to get an extra attacker. Not for long. Konotek goes down low. Diving shoot. Save. What a stop on the diving attempt by Lukasz as McFeeters turns it aside. Just 1.1 seconds left. They don't have time to get it down there. But Marish is there to at least stop it anyway. So through 15 minutes of play, this is exciting. It is quite a battle. 2-2, Scotland and the Czech Republic all tied up. I'm Steven Stamp. WILC 2019 continues after this 2-minute break. All right, welcome back, Lacrosse friends, to the 2019 WILC here at the Langley Event Center. I'm Steven Stamp. It's 2-2 here in the Fieldhouse. Over at the main arena bowl, Canada leads Iroquois Nationals 3-1. Dane Smith opened up the scoring, then power play goals consecutive by Mark Matthews and Curtis Dixon made it 3-0 Canada. Zed Williams evened things up. So 3-1 Canada through the first quarter, or thereabouts. Hello to everyone watching around the world over in Czech Republic. One of my favorite places to visit. Been to the last. Here's a chance. Loshkot, backdoor, Knotek. Missed the net. Scott's trying to take off Barkley. Didn't have his stick after Knotek knocked it away. Barkley continues to try and check him. Knotek has it. I was going to say, I've been to the last couple of Astrobeski Memorials and E-Box tournaments. Here's a chance for Jiha. Nice pass to Loshkot, but he's a lefty over on that far side. Didn't have much of a shot. 1 second to shoot, so is it a reset? It is. They get it back. Loshkot didn't quite get the pass. Knotek tried to rip it through immediately. Didn't get it there. But another reset. Loshkot will fire one. That's off of Scott. Went up into the little score clock at the end, and the scoreboard at the end. And rattled around, dropped straight down. There's a souvenir. I'm going to have to go pick that one up in the intermission. Doschley runs through space. A nice little pick, but the save by McFeeters. Tripping penalty. Ian Vickers doesn't agree with it. Seemed fairly incidental, but Doschley definitely went hard to the turf. Today's officials, the head referee Paul Quill, the other refs Dan Miles and Clint Jacobs, and the standby in the box is Stephen Green. Power play, Czech Republic. We've got nothing but even strength goals so far. That is only the second penalty of the game. Actually, Sam Vickers took the first, so the Vickers clan are the culprits so far. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, Knotek did score on the power play. That's right, just 12 seconds in, and Knotek has it again. He'll lob this one over to Lukasz, who's going to slow it down. They'll set up. Prohaska. Time's running out. It is a reset, but it is in McFeeters' gear. He doesn't know where it is. It's in his knee pad. There you go. John King throws it ahead. There's going to be some pressure. Nice job coming back to the ball by Tim Mottram. Oh, now he's trapped. Ball's turned over. Great job to hustle back, though. Trevor Jackson, who's actually a goalie for the Scottish field team. But he hustled back to take away what could have been a 3-on-1. Just thwarted it. Said Czechs go right back to the power play, though. They've got 10 on the shot clock. Prohaska. Lukasz, skip pass. They tried to go to Loshkot, but it gets away from him. They got to get a shot off. They miss, and that'll do it for that possession. 45 on the penalty, so Scotland can kill most, but not all, of what remains on the power play. Oh, long outlet pass, and it was lofted too high, but it gets away from Marsh. Just couldn't handle the ball. Look at the forecheck. Trying to get that ball 1-on-4. Great effort by Cole Pachuski. And, oh, and now the ball's reset as the Czechs get it. Czech Konechny speeding down the floor, tries to twist her, goes to the far post, just misses. It's grabbed by Jiha. 8 on the penalty. Konechny didn't connect with that pass. Skokan tries to go and get it, but it's snagged there by Moffat. Pressure on him. The penalty's over. We're back to even strength as he gets it to Vickers. What a perfect pass. Vickers was literally stepping out of the box. His back foot was still in the box as that ball arrived to him. He stepped down, grabbed it, and moves it up into the offensive zone. Scotland slowing things down, surveying. That one's picked off by Vimala. He's got a man with him, gets the defender on his back, fights it off. Great play, bounces it through, nice goal. Jakub Vimala. And I have been advocating for him to go to the net hard and shoot for a while. He's a big man who doesn't always push the envelope maybe quite as much as he could, but there he does. Perfect job picking it off. Look at the way he gets himself in a position there, just turns the defender around, uses his size and strength to fight off the defender, and uses his skill, his speed to get clear, and then his skill to bounce it home. Ben Lavallee comes away with the face-off, and the Czechs have possession again and a 3-2 lead. They're the road team, or a visiting team in this game. Scotland, the official home team. Pavel Doshli to Lukáš. Olela trying to set a pick. Doshli gets it to Lukáš. Lots of movement, but the Scots keeping up pretty well. Lukáš gets a chance, but McFeeters turns to the side, straight back to Lukáš. Out battles his opposing number 23, Ben Robertson, and the Czechs with a fresh 30. Cirk hands it off. That shot drilled Cirk. Penalty coming. Maybe it hit a Scots player. Maybe Cirk was knocked down by a Scottish defender. He'll get it back with 8 seconds. Now Marsh heading to the bench. Just realized there was a late penalty coming. They've got to get a shot off. They do, and McFeeters grabs it. Ian Murray heading to the box. Another power play chance for Czech Republic. Prohaska down to Luskot. Knotek to Cirk. Backdoor attempt. Oh, it's in. I don't know how that got through. McFeeters looked like he was right on his post. But somehow it snuck through. Maybe we'll be able to see it on the replay. You can see right here. Moving around, a little pick, skip pass to the back door. Oh, just behind the right arm, below the shoulder, but behind the arm, just squeaking by the triceps. A perfect placement on the quick stick. Kind of a controlled quick stick. Czechs had it, turned over, snagged there by Colin Gill. So Olela with the goal. Colin Gill running it ahead, gets over center. Skokan turns him back. What a rip from the outside. Cole Pachuski just rears back and fires it through traffic. Finds the far corner. That's just a shooter's goal. You'll see nothing fancy here. Just the player backpedaling, a little pick from Trevor Jackson. That's almost all on Pachuski, just being really skilled. 4-3, Scotland is hanging around. They put it up temporarily on the Czech side. Popia out in front, gets the ball stripped. Knotek goes after it, and the 30 will expire. Scotland takes possession with McFeeters looking for an outlet. He's going to lob it way down the floor. King runs onto it. Kind of pop away from him and have to pick it up. Johnny Shaw going for a run. Lobs it back up top. Vickers hits the cutter, but can't connect. It's grabbed there by Minarik. Czech Konechny. He's got Gottwald with him. Shoots, save. He went through the crease. Can't play it. He's going to stand over and let a teammate come in and try and get there. He does. It's Cirque battling for the ball now. Great positioning by Robertson. But by then, Skokan had come in. Robertson couldn't pick it up. Skokan does. It's going to be a fresh 30. Finally, after a long, extended battle. Cirque. Pass to Konechny, he doesn't connect. He's got the ball, though. Protecting it with one hand. Watch there by Robertson. Konechny's heading off for a change. 8 seconds on the clock. That one goes up and almost settled on top of one of the light fixtures. McFeeder's trying to say that was the back of the net, went off, but looked to me like it was off. And the Czechs will get a fresh 30 as it got up into the light fixtures. There's Lukáš. Passes it across. Oh, dip and dunk. McFeeder's gets his shoulders up, makes it hard, and they miss over the top. Lukáš tracks that ball down. Here's Loschkot with 10 on the shot clock. Backdoor attempt. Didn't touch the goalie, so it's no reset. They're going to have to get a shot off quickly. They do backdoor. Oh, no, it gets away from Olela. Yeah, he stepped in the crease, and he knew it. He's just going to leave it there. And Shepard. Peter Shepard will pick it up and move it out. Robertson on the run. Circles. Looking for his forwards. As he's going to now just take off for the restraining line, but he gets pinned along the boards by the double team. Illegal pick by Scotland. Czechs have it. Pass that. Nice catch by Hodania. Kind of twisting back around. Gets it to Popia, but Popia's shot was blocked. Great stick. Active stick by Ian Murray. Knotek swoops in, almost grabbed the ball, but tried to pass it before he had it. Now he flicks it up high, and it's off the stick now of Jiha. Hodania turns to keep Robertson at bay. So Robertson's going to cycle about, and that's going to be over and back. Two on one. Jiha scores. McFeeder's got some of it, but just not quite enough, and that ball just barely trickled over the line. That'll make it 5-3. Czechs pulling ahead a little bit further. Very close to the score over in the other building. It's 5-4. The Iroquois Nationals on a 5-2 run. You can see the shot by Jiha goes up by the shoulder, and McFeeder's gets some, but just manages to squeak its way through. It's going to be a penalty coming. Holding call. So Scotland will go to the power play. Scotland currently with 7 players out there. Now they're down to 6, and they'll get down to 5. Gradually peeling away the layers until they're at their allotted 5 players. Vickers at the top. Pachuski gets it back at the shooter spot. Vickers, backdoor pass, save Marish. It's right underneath the elite leg pads. Odania thought about it. He thought about the long pass. Now he's going to make the shorter pass to Doschley, the man he was looking at before, but the much safer one. Minute and 24 still to go on the penalty for the Czechs. Popia up to Prohaska. Loschkot circles around, gets the shot. That's up out of play, didn't touch anything. Oh, they're saying, no, okay, one ref started to signal Czech ball, but that didn't touch anybody. It will be Scotland with the possession. There's 2 balls on the floor. They're going to make sure they've got the right one in the stick of Matt Hill, and he'll bring it forward to help set up the power play. Vickers to Hill. Gets it back, goes to Pachuski. Shot blocked en route to the net. Not sure if that's a penalty or the hand sort of gradually went up. Yeah, penalty being called. Probably is a penalty. It sounded like it was called by the Scottish bench that all yelled at the same time. Nice save, Marish on the hard rip. He's going to get up out of play, fresh 30 for Scotland. Skokan comes up with the rebound after the save by Marish. He's going to go for a run, a little forecheck pressure from Vickers. Skokan runs through it. Konechny up at center will take his time. Hands off to Doschley. It's a 5-on-3, and Doschley's directing traffic. Penalty coming to Scotland. Doschley cycling. 2 on the shot clock. He'll just lob it up top. Marsh had gone to the bench for the extra attacker. It's going to be a too many men call on Scotland. And the first penalty expires for the Czechs. A Scott goes to the box, so we will be 4-on-4 for the next minute and 6 seconds. 4:05 to go here in the second period. Pass through doesn't connect. It's picked up by King. We got a 2-on-1 developing. He's got Hill with him. We'll throw it across to Hill on his right side, and then King's going to peel off, let a lefty get out there. Shot. As Johnny Shaw was looking for a pass, nothing really there, so we end up just letting her fly. There's the outlet pass to Lukash, gets away from him. He tracks it down though, gets past Vickers who had come out to meet him. Couple of Scottish defenders back there to hold the line. Vimala hands it off, goes to the middle. Lukash. It's a pick from Vimala, the roll, behind the back pass to him. Steps out, he's gonna rip it. Oh, it's off the foot of McFeeters, nice save. Vimala gets it back though, fresh 30. And the Czechs go to the power play. Vimala heads to the bench, as Minarik does as well. Coming out of the box, they are 5-on-4. They got 19 left on the shot clock. Lukash back up to Loshkot, but it misses him. And it'll be an over and back. Scotland, with 38 seconds left on the penalty, can kill most of it. Here we go. Was Martin Crawford moving the ball down. Now a circle. Around behind the net. Back the other way by Tom Beck. Sorry, actually that's Michael Barkley. Illegal pick called before Barkley was tripped up. So the Czechs will get possession. Yeah, 12 on the power play, but they're going to get a chance right away from Skokan. He's going to try and get the ball back, and he does. Poked it away from Shepard. Can't come up with it, though, but Lukash is there to pick it up. They're not going to get a chance on the power play, but they do have possession as we go back to 5-on-5 lacrosse. 2 minutes to go in the half. Loshkot to Popia. Tries to feed it through to Prohashka. He is met. Penalty coming. Thomas Moffat. Sorry, I said that in my Czech accent. Get so used to having to kind of form words a certain way to get the Czech names. That's how you come up with Thomas Moffat. Penalties before that last check, which I thought was a good one. But it is Moffat going. Shepard and Sam Vickers up high for the Scottish penalty kill. John King down low with Nye Gordon. Pass bounced away from Cirque. There's Prohashka at the top with the strong left format. Lushkot goes to Knotek. Cirque hits Lukash. Gets a bit of space, rips it, save McFeeters. He's looking up the floor, nothing there. So he's going to go short early. No, he's going to step out of the creases. Nobody's open. He's got about 3 seconds to get it over center, so he'll just lob it down into the far corner and let his guys go fight for it. But it rolls all the way to Marish. Lushkot. Prohashka. Lushkot. Steps out, fires it, blocked. It's going to stay in play. Forecheck pressure from Cirque, but Ian Murray just withstood it with a lot of poise. Makes the pass out. Now penalty coming behind the play. I think it's on Prohashka or Lushkot. I'm not sure which one it was that hit Murray after the pass. It was a bit late. Not much of a hit by the standards we get used to in the summer, through the summer, but the standards are definitely different here in the international game. And that's going to be Prohashka. Scotland will take a timeout to set things up. There's the hit. It was penalized. Here we go, 27.8 seconds left. We're 4-on-4, but of course, Scotland pulls McFeeters to the bench and sets up with a 5-on-4. Now we go, Jackson. Scots will hold up high. Pachuski at the shooter spot, of course. "12 seconds to go. Some pressure now. Penalty called on Martin Schruta. The Scots will let it rip. Time's going to run out in the half, but when we come back, there will be a penalty, and now things are getting testy. Players grabbing their teammates to drag them away. Vickers is riled up. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the World Indoor Lacrosse Championship here at the Langley Events Center. I am Stephen Stamp, and it is quite a game here between the 7-seed Czech Republic and the 16-seed Scotland. The Scots giving Czechs all they can handle at this point. Jakub Vimala. I'm hoping you guys can hear me okay, because the mic does not seem to want to reach to my mouth. I just want to make sure everyone can hear. Hope it's not too much. So Hodania with the shot. He is knocked down. We got a penalty coming. Clock's still running, which means the penalty to the Czechs is running. Scotland's not going to be happy about that. And there is no call. It was just a loose ball foul. There's no penalty. But the Scots lost about 10 seconds of power play time because the clock has kept running while that change was made. Hidden ball trick, but they're on it. That'll be Czech possession. Scotland making the... Jack, we've got a couple of players in there. Czechs just killing down the last 5 seconds of this possession. Shot by McPheeters, stopped. Loshkart zips in there, comes up with it, pops away, but he gets it back. So they'll be able to kill the remainder of Prohashka's penalty. Meanwhile, the coincidental minors will stay in, of course, until the next dead ball. Hard stop to get them out. Prohashka joins the offense. They got 15 left on the shot clock because we're all even. Lukash bobbled it, gets it back. Skips away from Knotek. The save by McPheeters. There's a battle. And is that a penalty? No, loose ball push. Scotland will get it back. Boy, the Scots are hanging tough in here in this game. Vickers up to Barkley. Pachuski tries to feed it through. Barkley goes into the crease, doesn't get all the way to the goalie as he collided with Polak. And that's a crease violation by Scotland. Lavallee is after the ball. He wants to get the restart and flick it over to Skokan. But they're going to wait and hold things up a little bit. Let the Scots get set. Play blown in. Popia takes the pass. And Lavallee will just head to the bench. Skokan hands it off. He's staying up for the shift. 4 lefties now for the Czechs. That is not something you see often with the European team. There's a shot. The Czechs have more lefties than most teams. Nice healthy complement. In that case, a little overabundance of lefties. Mottram just has it pop out of his stick. Vimala has it. Loshkot's ahead. Vimala is actually going to slow down and cut back around, slow things down. Saw there were a bunch of white jerseys already. Penalty coming to Scotland. And they're changing up a storm. Marsh has gone to the bench, but there are only 4, now 5, now 6 checks out. There's a log jam trying to get in and out of the bench. Oh, and a late hit. Peter Shepard absolutely drilled Prohashka right at the whistle, but I think it's just going to be the 1 penalty. Knotek will start at the top. The Czechs will try to extend their lead. Tell you, they came in pretty confident, I think. I mean, a solid, established box lacrosse nation against some pretty new players in the box. Now there's a penalty coming again, so they're going to rip it. Knotek looking to get the 5-on-3 going. The both goalies gone to the bench. Scotland gets it, and it'll be 1:36 of 5-on-3 time. Knotek's going to start up top. He'll be the safety valve unless they go down and go 5-on-3. No, he is staying up. Popia across to Prohashka. Quick stick on it by Sark on the back door. That one stopped by McPheeters, who's been pretty solid for Scotland. Skips over to Prohashka. Rips it top shelf. Great finish. Prohashka takes the low pass and just sweeps it up into an overhand in one motion. They're going to have a chat about what went right, what they can do next time, and the fact that they lead 6-3 and still have a power play. Look at the movement. Number of fakes by Popia, the veteran. Actually gone about over 10 minutes without a goal by either team. So, and it took the 5-on-3 to break that. Lavallee pulls it back. Konechny kind of ran past it. Now he's going to scoop it up. Just digs right in there, pulls it away. He's going for a run. He's got the man. Lukasz. Save McFeeters on the power play breakaway. And we're going to have another penalty. Jakub Zhiha going off for illegal cross check. Is the call, so we'll have 4-on-4 for a minute 24. And, you know, whatever you think about the calls, but it's a very strict standard. I mean, I don't think this is a call coming right here that you're going to get in most places, but international lacrosse, they definitely have a tighter interpretation of the rules, and the players have to adjust. I think the Czechs probably play a bit more robust game, much as we do here in Canada. There's Moffat. He rips one. It got tipped. Marsh had to adjust as the ball was coming in, managed to get the stop. Now a penalty for checking in the crease. Not much, but that one was. I mean, you just can't chop at the guy in the crease, and that's going to be one for Barkley. He's still arguing, but that one will get called every time. So it's 5-on-4 with Marsh at the bench. That shot comes out to Lushkot. He scoops it up a little casually and almost got some pressure from Ian Murray. Popia can't connect with Prokoshka. Boy, the Czechs just not connecting on their passes at all there on that set. But that's okay because they will go to the 4-on-3 power play with Scotland having a second player, Barkley, heading to the box. He's looking for an explanation. If we get a look at it, I think you'll see that, I mean, the player was clearly in the crease. And okay, it's a slashing call. I mean, if it's outside the crease, I don't think it's a penalty, but I thought it was in the crease, and that is a violation. Popia will start at the top. Scotland's got to get one off. They had 4 guys out there. So we've got 33 seconds of 4-on-3 to come. Then the Scots will get a player out, but it will be 4-on-4 for 36 seconds. And then we'll go back to a 5-on-4 for the Czechs. All of which could change, of course, with a goal while we're not at even strength. 20 seconds left for Scotland. Getting the ball is huge. They're going to be able to kill this 4-on-3. Moffat just steps behind the net. Put himself a little under the gun to get over center, but nice wheels, and that's a hold or a slash. Yeah, that was just... Usually Lush got that one. Not much question. I thought the jersey was tugging in the hand, and as he's doing that with one hand, swings with the other. A little slash on the leg. There's another one. He is looking for more. Here's Crawford. 1 second to shoot. The Scots screaming for Crawford to get a shot. He gets one, is wide and late, and Loshcott will go for slashing. Or will he? He's making his way to the bench. Maybe he's thinking it's someone else. Now he's just kind of wandering aimlessly towards the other end. Now he circles, takes a right turn to his left, and is heading to the box. There it is. You see the hand go up on that wrap check, the swing. I think that's an accurate call. We've been giving the refs a bit of a hard time for some of the calls we don't agree with. Got to give them credit when they get one that we do agree with. And as always, I like to point out, they are a lot closer to the action than we are. Although sometimes that is an advantage being up high. Get a nice view of things that you don't get when you're looking through bodies. That one was right in front of him, though. So, now, that penalty went up on the board, then came back down. But it'll go back up on the Czech side. They lead 6-3. And we're going to have 25 seconds now of 4-on-3 for Scotland. Then the Czechs will get one out as Jakub Žíha will be released. And then it's going to be 51 seconds, as I do my math, of 4-on-4, and then 44 seconds, again, of a Scottish power play. Again, depending, of course, on how things play out in terms of goals while we have unequal numbers. Vickers, down low, goes straight back up to him. I think Mottram was trying to convince them he's not a shooter, but he was loading him up. Pass got away though. Moffat down to Paczewski. He's a shooter. He'll take one. Nice save, Marish, and Konechny comes up with the ball. Paczewski chases him. There's a break for Hodania. Dip and dunk misses over the top. Moffat grabs it, or does he? No, it's still on the floor. Oh, that's a penalty. No. Loose ball push. Push from behind into the boards, and it will be possession for the Czechs. And there's a couple of players down looking uncomfortable on the floor. Oh, and it looks like Nye Gordon may have just rolled over the ankle of Loshkot as he was going down. Where's that Žíha? That's Žíha going down to the boards and crumpling, and Gordon kind of rolled over on him. So it's 4-on-4. As the first penalty is expired. Another 33 seconds of this. Prohaska, sidearm rip. Straight out to Lukasz, but it bounced away, and Prohaska is going to go for slashing. The Scottish players is just starting to run. He's tired of the stoppages. He just wants to keep going. Let's make it backyard lacrosse and just everybody run. So here's Prohaska. Backdoor pass, Paczewski. Great save by Marish going crease, post to post. They're saying Paczewski went through the crease to play the ball, so it'll be Czech possession. Now, the Scottish penalty is going to expire, the first one in 7 seconds. So Daniel's got to go across. Penalty coming to Scotland, of course. We've gone almost 20 seconds without a penalty being called. Doschley doesn't know anybody's coming. Barkley was out of the box. They warn him. So it's 4-on-5 at this point with the goalie out. Lukasz gets it, 3 to shoot. They would love a reset. Oh, that's not off the goalie. That's off the leg of Barkley. Illegal cross check. So it's going to be 4-on-3 for the Czechs for 24 seconds. No, for the Scots for 24 seconds. Then we'll go to 4-on-4. And I will tell you one thing, the players are finding it frustrating because they feel like they can't play. And they stand around and they don't know what to do because they feel like they can't check anybody, which does get frustrating. No question about it. Doschley just standing up top. Penalty ends. Out comes Loshkot, and the Czechs go to the net. Doschley, little cross-hander, missed the net. The Scots will get it. We're 4-on-4 for 44 seconds, or until another infraction is called. Johnny Shaw. Down to Mottram. Martin Crawford's just going to hang out up at the top for a while. Now he gets it down and wow, Shaw put everything into that one. Went underhand, ripped it, threw the ball so hard that it actually made him topple over. 6:15 to go here in the third quarter. Crawford. He's directing traffic with his head, wants somebody to come with him, but it's going to be a moving pick or illegal pick on Mottram. Schruta will take it the other way. 4 seconds on the Czech penalty. They're about to get to the power play. Prohashka, the man in the box, so he'll go join the offense. And he gets it immediately from Knotek. Czechs are changing as Skokan came off. 10 seconds left as Sirk gets out there. He gets the pass immediately. Back to Prohashka. Sets a pick around the top. Sirk has a lane. Rips it. Save. McFeeters. Oh. Lukash was right on the crease. Tried to pick that one up, but McFeeters ripped it back in away from him. Nice catch by John King on the, or Hill, sorry. Matt Hill on the run, and he gets to the net. What a play, but the save by Marish. And now Hill is flattened, and that is going to be a penalty to Sirk. He'll go over and bump into Hill. Is it Sirk, or is it someone else? Prohashka? Okay, oh, that's it. Prohashka with the body check. It was him that flattened the Scottish player. And I mean, I think the players are figuring out that if you lay down and look uncomfortable, you're going to get a call. Oh, it's a major to Prohashka. Wow. Scotland going to the power play for 5 minutes, well, just under. As their man comes out, immediately joins the fray. That's Vickers. Pachuski back up top. Moffat to Vickers. Pachuski, perimeter passing for the time being. There's a cutter. Bimala just tosses him aside as Mottram tried to go through in the middle. Now he goes and gets the ball. That shot was blocked, and the 30 will expire. Czech Konechny with the ball. So it's illegal body check called on Prohashka. I guess it was a touch late. Major, wow. Doshli. Double team as the Scots putting all kinds of pressure on. The Czechs, though, are going to be able to kill the 30 and get a shot. Popia goes after it. Loshkart tries to get after him. He trips. And the Scots will get across the timeline with a couple seconds to spare. Captain Nye Gordon hands it off. The offense goes to the attack. Just 17 to work with. They're actually still getting their fifth guy out. It's Barkley coming up top. Pachuski, skip pass. Moffat. Pachuski ripped, stopped by Marish. Czech defenders doing a good job collapsing to the middle, but the Scots had a nice lane to shoot. Pachuski with the back check on Skokan. He gets away from it, hands it off to Gottwald. Goes to the net, pulls back out. They're going to go to penalty kill mode, leaves it to Lukash. 10 more on this possession. Doshli going to the net. Scores! Pavel Doshli spins, goes high to low, just bounces it, and McFeeters can't believe it. I thought he had it. He thought he had it. Somehow, that found its way through. Short-handed goal by Pavel Doshli makes it 7-3. Konechny comes up with the ball off the face-off, lobs it ahead. It's a 2-on-1. Blushcott passes it across Lavallee, lost the ball. He's going to chase it into the corner. He's called for going through the crease to play the ball. Forecheck by Loshkot, turns it over. Lob across to Vimala. He just misses the ball, runs right past it. He'll run back and get it, but he actually was kind of pushed past it that time. Nice work by Ian Murray to get strong and open some space. It is not easy to move Jakob Vimala when he doesn't want to be moved, but he had a little momentum, and Murray used it against him. Heads up play. There's a goal by Vickers, and that's a power play marker with 2:05 left to go in the Prohashka penalty. They can get another one on this major. Just nobody coming out to him. Vickers lots of room. I think Konechny just didn't want to get in the way and be a screen as that pass got over there, which meant letting Marsh face the shooter alone, and Vickers wins that battle. Lukash. Popia. So it's 1-1 on this 5-minute major. The shorthanded goal by the Czechs, and then the power play marker by Vickers. Oh, it's dropped. Breakaway. It won't be a breakaway, actually, as Loshkot is hustling back. Sam Vickers wisely pulled that one out as Loshkot did a good job hustling to take away the chance. Now Loshkot's tired after sprinting back, and he's got to sit there and kill penalty. See if they try and take advantage of him. He is dragging his stick, definitely looking like he's lost a bit of wind with that race back to his own end. Hard shot outside, it was tipped. Grabbed nicely by Lukash. And we've got a penalty. It's going to be Yiji Minarik slashing. Let's see. I don't know. 5-on-3 once again for the Scots. That was tipped, goes wide, gets up out of play, but it's off a Czech player. It'll be Scottish possession, fresh 30. Moffat will start with the ball. Backdoor pass, it wasn't where Shaw could catch and shoot, so they're going to cycle it back around. Barkley gets one in a good shooting position, but Marsh takes away the hole. Hodania picks it up. Czechs can kill 30 seconds. It's about 2/3 of what's left on the major to Prohashka. Nice job by Hodania. He is elusive. Over to Doshli, and Hodania will take a well-deserved break. Vimala comes off as well, and Popia goes. I'll tell you, Doshli is all in his own down there, and he is doing it. Popia down, they try the quick stick backdoor, comes back out. Popia can't catch it. The 30 expires. Scotland will have it. Popia stands on top of him, and that is actually delay a game, but it's not going to be called, and play is blown in. Sorry, I shouldn't harp. Nice block by Skokan. Mottram. But Skokan comes away with it, avoids the crease. Marsh was there for the pick if needed. Little spin by Doshli. And the third quarter will come to a close. Oh, and a headbutt by a Scottish player onto Loshkot, who was kind of leaning into it. Things are getting feisty. Loshkot is fired up. He's been into it with some Scots earlier in the game. I thought one of the Scottish players was trying to restrain his coach, Navi Mahal, but he actually was just keeping his balance as he kind of wobbled on the bench. We're going to take a break. 1:44 to go in this intermission. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. 7-4 Czech Republic. I'm Steven Stampas, WILC 2019. All right, lacrosse friends. Sorry, I had to pause because I'm not going to try and talk over the buzzer. That's how one loses one's voice. 7-4, Czech Republic ahead of Scotland. 28 seconds remaining in the penalty to Jiří Mlynarek. But the Czechs get it. Lushkot has it. They're going to be able to kill the time, and he scores. Jiří Lushkot, who was just getting into it with the Scots before the quarter ended, 12 seconds into the fourth, has a goal, and it is a beauty. Craig McPheeters has been very good in this game, but he had little chance on the Lushkot dive to the net. Colin Weir down against Ben Lavallee. There you can see a little pushing behind in the back actually may have helped a little bit as Lushkot gave him a little propulsion to get quickly across the crease, and he tucked it home on the twister. Another short-handed marker off the draw, and now the Czechs will kill the rest of this penalty for sure. Oh, there's a penalty coming to Scotland. So, one penalty ends. The goalie comes to the bench. One player goes. There's a lot of action at the Czech bench. They now have 6 attackers out, 4 righties. The shot by Popia hits the post and plays blown down. I think the referee was pointing to his chest saying, oh, it's my bad, because he blew play down on the shot off the post when the Czechs could have tracked it down and continued on the delay. Prohaska starts at the top. This is Lukáš back up to Lushkot, the last scorer. Cirk over on the far side. They're going to skip, go to Knotek, now to Cirk. Boy, the box for the Scots moving pretty well, and then they get the stick in the shooting lane. Ian Murray, nice stop. Prohaska and Cirk kind of battling each other for the ball. Cirk didn't see where it was. Prohaska had to reach around him. 3 on the shot clock. Lushkot gets one. McPheeters stops it. King spins away from the Czech, spins back the other way. Nice feet by John King. Another spin, and he's going to run it over center with Lukáš all over him. Vimalarik there gets away from him. Boy, King is just running away from everybody, and then shovels it over to where a couple of his teammates wait. What a great shift there by John King. Sets up a shot, but the save by Marish, it's in his gear. There's a chance for, might have been Beck. This is Polak on the break. Nice save, McPheeters. Just watches it roll into the corner, and Hill will pick. Oh, it's blocked. Lukáš gets it. That one just stayed in. It's going to give him a chance. Off the crossbar. Straight out to Konechny. All kinds of action here on this Czech power play. And you can hear the Scottish coaches coaching up their guys from the bench in their positioning. Prohaska to Lushkot. Gets away from him, but he spins and gets it. Boy, Ben Robertson was thinking about going after it. Wisely kind of stayed back, or he might have given Lushkot a chance to roll to the net. There's a hard rip. Have to check on Robertson. He looks like he's played box lacrosse. Let's see where he's from. He's from Edinburgh, Scotland, so that is pretty impressive because he is one of the guys who has not had a chance to play box a whole lot. And he looks pretty good. Pachuski. Fakes, pulls it back. 1 second left on the penalty. We're back to even strength. 11 on the shot clock for Scotland. Weir's going to go to the bench and get a forward out. I think they might just send a defender. Yeah, no, they're going to send a D guy. Good decision. And another forward comes. Big collision there. Gottwald running into Beck. And Okay. I thought they were giving the ball to Scotland, but they just wanted the Czechs to start with it back by the crease. So it was lobbed down to Marish. And here comes Lavallee. Hands it off. We are even strength. No one in the penalty box. Make a note. Lushcott. Behind the net. Doschley hits the cutter. Oh, off the post by Olena. Vickers on the run. He's got Gordon with him. Goes to the net, pushes aside, takes the shot anyway. And that's into the gear. Not sure if Vickers realized he had a trailer, because that probably would have been a better option for him once he got pushed down deep. There's a chance for Skokan. He rams that one home. Knotek floats up the pass perfectly for him, and Skokan with his second of the game. It's a lovely play. 9-4, Czechs pull ahead. Here it is. Here it is. Skokan goes low after that lovely pass from Knotek. 2 or 3 for Skokan. Two. Scored their first goal way back 7 minutes into the first period. We are in the fourth quarter now. Rip from the outside, but that one goes off of Marish. Czechs come up with, no, they don't. Good positioning, though, by Gottwald. Love the little plays the Czechs are there. These guys play together a lot. They become familiar, and they know. And you can make little plays like that when you have that familiarity where you just stand in a position to block an opponent knowing that your teammate is coming to get it. Doschley runs in. McFeeder's got some of it. He gives the universal, I can't believe that wasn't enough. Look to the sky as it goes off the hand and in. The shot by Doschley finds home. Things getting testy. A little pushing and shoving after the goal, too. Prohaska gives it to Doschley right off the bench. He takes about 5 strides and rips it. Tell you, the benches are only a few steps outside the restraining line, so you can get quickly into a shooting position when you come off. Vimala takes the drive. I haven't seen a lot of him taking face-offs this year. He used to do it all the time. The 23-year-old was an absolute phenom 4 years ago. He might only be 22. He was a phenom 4 years ago at the Worlds in Onondaga. Here's Lushcott. Pass doesn't quite connect with Cirque, but Knotek will get there. Nice job by Gordon to get body position. It's pulled out, though, and Knotek goes around, shoots. The shot drifted high. He is laying in the crease. 30 expires on the Czechs, but the Scots have it and are running the ball. Matt Hill. Play blown in. We are 5 minutes into the fourth quarter. It is 10-4 Czech Republic. I'm Steven Stamp here at the World Indoor Lacrosse Championship. High to low. Pachuski can't find a hole on Marish, who's been sharp all game long. Barclay comes up with it. Drives to the net, dives. He's in the crease. There's a player on the floor for Scotland. There was actually a player in the crease when that shot was taken, and no crease violation called, but it all works out as the Czechs get it back. Vimala shoots. Foot save. McFeeders. Vimala stays out, and he'll take the ball from Skokan. Popia has a lane, shoots, foot save, or stick save, sorry, by McFeeders. Steps out of his crease, makes a nice little short pass to Weir. Weir watched by Hodania, banged into the boards. The pass isn't going to connect. Lavallee will pick it up. He goes for a run, tumbles. Oh, that's an over and back. You can hear the Scots yelling, pick it up, to their captain, Nye Gordon. And there's a reset. No over and back called. So Scotland keeps it. Okay. There's a shot. Marish will stop that and bounce on it. Jiha. Prohaska on his offside. I think he's going to give it off and circle the net. No, he's going to come up over the top. Hand it to Knotek. Lukasz. Prohaska and Vickers collide. They're going to call an illegal pick on Prohaska. He thinks Vickers grabbed him and held onto him as he fell and pulled him down. But he was falling down because Prohaska pushed him. So it's probably not a bad call. But honestly, these guys are getting fired up about anything because they just don't know what's going to get called. 8 minutes to play. Skokan is ahead. Vimala is with him. Turn back in. There he gets the pass. Trailer. Lukasz tried to hit Sirk. Can't get it. It's going to be grabbed by Robertson. Steps in the crease. No call. And the ball just pops out of his stick. That's the lacrosse god saying you got to get it back, but then an over and back. That's not called either. Reset for the Czechs. All right, we've eschewed over and back for this game. Lukasz. To Loshkot. Sirk tries to go under Murray. Gets under, shoots far side. Beautiful goal. What a shot by the 16-year-old Pavel Sirk. Great body control, just tiptoes, keeps the feet out of the crease, and drifts one over the far shoulder. Here it is. Murray just a half step off, gets on the back a little bit. Weir and Vimala. Vimala pulls it out. Tries to pick it up, can't get it. It's grabbed there by Shepard. That pass, there was nobody there to receive it. So Shruta will take his time, look for an outlet. There's Jiha, makes himself available. Good job. He's going to toss it ahead to Lukasz, stay for the offensive set. Lushkot. Tried to duck underneath. Nice slide by King. Push up to Lushkot. Tried to go back. Lushkot gets it. There's a lot of traffic. He'll get that one through to Popia. Finds Prohaska. Great pass, but McPeters just steps over and takes away the lane. 6.5 to go. 11-4. Checks up. Prohaska. Lushkot. That bouncer goes high. It's going to be an over and back, so they can't get there, but Doschley's there in plenty of time. 8 on the shot clock. Down low. Oh, nice pass. Another save by McPeters. King will tap it ahead, but it gets too far from Mottram, and Doschley will pick it up. The Scots send some new defenders out, and the Czechs step back up in the offense. It's always more tiring to play defense than offense. Doschley. Sirk, penalty coming. I think it's going to be Prohaska. Ian Murray went to the turf. The trainer races out, but she's got a cool green trainer penny. That's pretty neat. Murray's okay. He is a tough customer. He'll shake it off. Power play Scotland for 2 minutes or less, probably less. Moffat at the top. Gets it back from Pachuski. Back to Pachuski. Rolls around the top. Hard rip. That one's off Marish. It's going to get up onto the wall. Nice job by the ref to track that one down. Tosses over Pachuski and they get going again. A minute and a half still. Minute and a half plus on the power play. Sidearm pass. Penalty coming to the Czechs. Pachuski's shot is wide. He'll get it back. Can you try another one? Nope, behind the back pass, a little high, but tracked. Pachuski. Underhand shot. Gottwald, high pressure, a little pick from Jackson, they're going to shoot just at the end of the 30 to reset. The Scots have a fresh 30. Nice job by Jackson to just rip one onto the net just in time to beat the buzzer and get a reset for the Scots. And that leads to that goal by Thomas Moffat. That is how the little play by Jackson turns into the big play by Moffat. It's a power play goal, 11-5. Scotland creeps a little bit closer. And there, the flag wavers have sorted it out. I went and chatted with the nice woman on the right there. And she said, I just didn't understand what he was doing. Didn't realize where the camera was. We'll be better in the second half. And they were. Excellent improvement by the Scottish fans. And a nice rip by the Scottish sniper, Thomas Moffat, on the power play. Vimala and Weir will go to the face-off dot again. Prohashka was still sitting in the penalty box. He may have thought he got another major. Oh, there's a slashing call. So he may have thought that one was being wiped out, but it's... Antonin Gottwald will go to the box. The Scots go back to the power play. And Miloslav Konotek kind of speaks for all of us when he just puts his hands up on his head and stares in disbelief. The double clamp, it's going to be Vimala called for the violation, and the Scots want to lay a game. They're going to get it. Vimala, that's just a brain cramp. Checking Nye Gordon as or before play was blown in. You got to give him a bit of space on the restart. And Nye Gordon's fired up about getting that ball back. It'll be a 5-on-3, 2 seconds into that play. This play was just getting back underway. Moffat will be the safety valve up top. He just scored. They're going to let him. Well, he might creep in. He's down, drifting down around the restraining line, ready to go. And he's going to have to try and chase it down. That's going to, no, not over and back, because it did touch one of the Czechs. Rolls back over. Moffat sets it up. They got 7 to shoot. Oh, what a finish. Nice little spin and shot. Made it look like he was going to the far side pass, and instead Ian Vickers comes up over the top, kind of steps up high to change the angle a bit, and buries one. There's the pass down to Vickers. See, makes it look like he's going far side. Gets Morris just dipping a little bit and goes over the spot, vacated over his shoulder as he ducked. Lavalley takes the face-off, pulls it right out. And Lush got the first one there. Minute and a half on the Vimala penalty. As Gottwald was released, it's 11-6. Czech Republic, just under 4 minutes to play here in the game. Thanks for being with me, lacrosse friends. Here at the WILC, I'm Steven Stamp. That shot by Popia goes wide and gets up out of play. That's going to be possession Scotland. They've got 1:07 left on the power play. Scotland with the slow change to get their power play out, making sure they don't get it too many. Moffat. That was tipped by Hodania. Just got the edge of his stick on it. The Scots had it back for a moment, but then it's flipped ahead. Skokan bobbles it, or he was off to the races, and now there's 3 white jerseys back. He'll just pull it out and go to the penalty kill. They can kill all but 17 of the penalty. Skokan just hanging on, and Jackson flirting with a penalty there as he checks Skokan. Nice lob pass, great save McFeeters. What a pass by Doshli though. Just toss it up over everyone, letting the big, tall Skokan go get it. It's a terrific play by McFeeters. Foils it. And the Scots have 17 left on the power play. That's enough to run something. But they got to get another guy out there. Jackson just getting to the box. And with 8 left, they may or may not try something. Vimala is ready to come out. Could be a little dangerous to shoot now because Vimala would be gone. They're going to take it, though. Marsh has it, and Vimala's up the floor. All alone. It's exactly what they did not want to happen. He comes in on his own. Oh, and loses the ball. It drifts up on him. Nye Gordon may have gotten there just enough to influence that shot. 2:15 to go. Pass up top to Paczewski. Barkley comes around the pick, the screen set for him. That's Beck with it. And we've got an illegal pick on the Scots. Czech Republic will get the ball. We are all even, 5 aside. They're going to start the play back in the Czech zone. That shot bounces all the way out to Knotek. Back to Lukáš. This pass was knocked straight, but it still gets to Loskot. Nice cut by Cirk and the pass by Loskot, but McFeeters with another stop. Vickers gets a little cross check up into the chest of Cirk, and he's going to go for it. Might have been penalty coming already, not sure. Cirk just stared him down. They're calling it a high stick. A lot of collisions on the inside there. I don't think that was it. I think the penalty was before that. Power play. Oh, it's a major. It had to be before that because there's no way that was a major. Well, Cirk down to Knotek. So the Scots are going to spend the rest of this game shorthanded. I mean, unless the Czechs get 2 goals in a minute 20 here, which could happen. Lukáš to Cirk. Somehow got that pass through, even though a stick got on him. Murray was right on the stick, and the power drives it through. King fighting through traffic, has to just shovel it away. And it's going to go back to Cirk and the Czechs. Prohaska goes down, Popia. Now a penalty coming as Cirk cut through the middle and was tripped up. Marish going to the bench. Popia can't handle the ball. We'll just let the Scots pick it up. Nye Gordon's off. So it's going to be 5-on-3. Popia wants the ball, but they're going to slow it down a little bit. He's going lefty. Nah, he was just taking the ball that way. Messing with us. Loskot back up to Lukáš. Popia doesn't want it. He's up top. He's the safety valve. Lukáš looked at him, now goes behind the back to Loskot. Nice job, King taking away the passing lane, and then they can't get it through to Cirk. Knotek drops it, but gets the pass through to Loskot. Back door, Knotek up to Cirk. Traffic spins through it. The save by McFeeters. Popia races to the bench to get a defender out. There's a Scottish player down the floor. Running out of time. McFeeters will just whip it down, but it's picked up. And then dropped, and then picked up, and then dropped. Loose ball foul called on Lavallee. He couldn't keep track of where the ball was either, as Jackson was just kind of having a little trouble hanging on to it. Got in possession, though. Here's Mottram. He leaves it there for his teammate. Another loose ball push called on Lavallee, and 8 seconds left for the Scots to try one more shot. The Czechs don't want to let him through to the net. They won't. Penalty coming with 2.8 seconds left. Konechny. Czech Konechny's going in and playing peacemaker. It is not the usual role for Chet. He's a pretty feisty guy. It can turn if they don't accept the piece. And so we'll be 4-on-3 for the final 2.8 seconds. The final score is going to be, I assume, 11-6 for the Czech Republic over Scotland. They will finish undefeated. The Scots will go 1-3. That's going to finish things up here on this final day of round robin play, day 5, over at the main arena. Canada up 16-12. A lot of goals. Not sure how long's left, but that will do it. I'm Stephen Stamp for everyone here at the World Indoor Lacrosse Championship. Thanks for being with us. Go to wilc.lacrosseshift.com. The whole schedule is there. You can get all the stats, all the standings, the schedule, find out exactly what's happening as teams are updated. Round robin's finishing up tonight, so we'll have all the teams slotted into their play-in positions, their placement positions, the top 8 and the bottom 12 set for where they are headed. That'll do it. Thanks for being with us, lacrosse friends, and we will see you tomorrow here at the WILC at Langley Events Center.